Hey guys, I have a quick video for you. I won't go through the steps that got me to this point because it's kind of long and it's a long process, but here you can see South America, and over here you can see Australia and these slide marks, right? That's what else could it be? But you look at here, this is a subduction zone, and according to plate tectonics logic, this plate is going underneath this one. But if that's true, then how come I can do this with this other part of the surface feature? So I'll just take South America, and you can see the Amazon River right here, which I'm claiming is an electrical discharge image, and line it up right there. And when I line it up there, you can kind of see that below it is this, looks like something happened there, right? It looks like, and it's electrical. It looks totally, this looks like an electrical discharge with the remnants of one, like of an electrical discharge. And you can see here things lining up, right? As I'm bringing the Amazon River in to there. Maybe it goes here, but I think it goes here. And I think I just rotated a tiny bit like that. And yeah, it goes like that, somewhere like that. And when I do that, you can see these other marks over here, as if something is coming that way or going that way, right? More slide marks, kind of. But I'm going to slide this down. And you can see the first alignment with the features on South America lining up with those marks underneath. And then here comes, we'll move it down some more. Here comes the Amazon River. And actually, what I'm going to do is line that back up, and I'm going to rotate this in. Like that, right? And then you'll see that actually more, a little bit more. And you start to see alignments up here again, right? Not only that, but Australia seems to play into this a lot. But actually, when I go down one more, right? Like that, bring it down. You can see this mark right here. And you can still see I'm lining up with features. You can see here comes the Amazon discharge lining up right there, bringing it in. But I'm lining up here. I want to know, shouldn't I be lining up over here too? So let me grab this piece. Look, you can also notice the marks here too seem to be playing into the features around it. And okay, so I rotated the earth so that area that was sitting here is now sitting here with that mark right there. And I did the same thing with South America because I want to see what lines up over here. So I'm going to bring this back, and you can see that they're straight on shots. And I'm going to line the Amazon River up with that again. Right here, remember, I lined it up with that. And then I'm going to take a look through here. And you can see that it lines up with these features right here. Right? And then, like, what I like to do is I'll mess around with this. But basically, that's what I wanted to show you. What are the odds that I could do all that, and then this lines up here? Perfect. I mean, look, you can tell that there's something going on here with because you know this is moving, by the way. It's always going to be moved. These are moments of movement that are frozen in time, because this was happening quickly. This is not, I know that they teach us in plate tectonics that things move at the rate of your fingernails growth, but I can say that that isn't true, because these alignments, they match up so well. And if they match up so well, it means that they're not old. So the movements that I'm showing you, according to plate tectonics, would have taken millions of years. I'm saying that these were happening quickly when this happened. This is like the creation of the planet stuff. And I will eventually get to that part of the story with these alignments, showing you. That was my dog, by the way. He does that when he wants to go for a walk. So anyways, and you can see that I just noticed this, that the swirling that's taking place right here can be played into the features beyond this subduction zone. And that's because that's how the truth works. It keeps making sense. You know what I mean? Like, if it lines up over here, well, then it should line up somewhere over here too. And it did. And it did it in a pretty obvious way. You got curvatures that are matching one another. You have to count for that, like in probability. Like, what are the odds that the curvature is going to match? You know what I mean? Like, the curvature could be, there's so many possibilities of the size and these curvatures, but yet it's the same. So, and you can see that, you can look into it further, of course. You can notice these notches right here, right? Do they match any of this? The spacing. And they will, because they were here. It looks like this may be a map of telling me what my next move is in this alignment, because I can see that if I move it like this, it's going to line up with that. So what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of tells that say that this is a factual alignment. Because in random, if it was random, like I guess plate tectonics would like you to think, it wouldn't have lines matching up. It wouldn't mimic the movement. It wouldn't match the curvature. None of this would be here. It would not be here. It's also telling me I think this is swinging around, is what it's saying. But again, the lines. Let me match this up. You see the ripples, the ridges and stuff? Why do they match up with the arrangement of these volcanic bumps, whatever? And they do, look. It's like the rifling in a barrel and comparing a bullet that was shot through the barrel. You line them up, it means that they're related. And they're related. There's no, this right here is like, it's I don't know how more scientific the evidence needs to be, but that's pretty good. Look, it just lines up. It's from here. These areas were here. This is my proof. I noticed I don't get a lot of people on my channel that want to argue about, you know, what I'm saying. And I don't know if it's because I'm blocked or they just don't want they must be able to see my evidence. And maybe they just don't have the willpower to try to argue it. Because look, right up here. See how they match up? And what I want to do is, of course, I would get straight on shots of these areas and further prove my evidence, but I really don't think it's necessary. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that this is like this is it. You know what I mean? I don't even know why I'd argue against something like this. You can see again the curvature matching the features here. I move this around and see, and then when I match it here, you can see this right here, because who knows how this flows through here. But look, I mean, and then if you really want to get crazy, you could always do this. As a match, right? Look at, I mean, come on. You got, obviously there's spinning and twisting, and this is like the hot spot, right? Remember I was saying that these islands and these bumps are here because you have Birkeland currents, right? And they're like filaments that wrap around each other and they twist up like braids. And the places where they touch one another, they're going to be hotter. But also, if you twist them, there's the hot spot is going to be right there. Isn't that crazy? And that's pretty much what I want to show in this video. I would love for like somebody to argue this with me. Look at how I know you. I think that you're looking where I'm looking, but I know better. And I'm just like, my eyes are just looking for things that line up. One of the easiest ways to figure this out is to just start moving it around, and things will catch. And then you're like, okay, well, there we go. You know, this is related. You know, and so on. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, that's what I got for you guys. I got big things coming. Like, this is really blowing up for me right now, because of a couple of things I figured out. It's like unlocking locks. Once you find one key, it opens up a whole new world, and then you find another key, and it opens it up even more. And it's getting out of hand actually right now. For me, I can't even keep up with the stuff that I'm finding. So I'm trying to give you guys what I can for at this moment. And but there's something bigger coming. So thanks for watching.